So having a look around, it's still very overcast. So we'll go to this display panel. We'll see that it's overcast out there, but I'm still producing 397 watts, and my loads are 176 watts, anything from 100 to 200. So I haven't got much loads, but it's overcast. I'm still producing 400 watts. So what's happening is, over here we have 77% battery. The little number below that is 197 watts. So from here we're going up here into that, inverting to DC. This is AC across here, converting it to DC, putting it into the battery. So 240 watts going to the battery, 100 watts going to the loads. So AC here coming up again, staying AC and going to the loads. So I will show what it went down to the other day. I've got a few, hopefully in this video I can have it. I've got a few little things that I've filmed. The battery has gone down to 33%, but it is now making 1500 watts, only using 100 watts, 100 to 200. It goes up to about 200 watts. So we had 4 days rain, overcast for 4 days. Sun didn't come out at all. The battery got down to about 30%. Now if it gets down to 25%, it cuts off. The whole system will shut down. So we got close there. We got close. So we really only had 5% of battery storage left before it was going to shut down. The reason it shuts down is that if you were to drain the battery all the way, this system will then now not be able to power up. You'd have to get another charger to charge the battery. Now this is a charger, but it's charging the battery when the system's turned on. Now if the battery went dead flat, the system could not turn on, so it could not charge the battery. So then what I would have to do is connect the battery and then buy an external lithium charger to charge that battery, which is a whole lot of hassle. You don't want to be doing that. But there are alternatives. Inside this panel, I can connect up a generator. I can buy a generator that I think it'd probably cost me about $2,000 for a decent generator, which is got a remote start on it. So basically, where what would happen is that the battery would get to 25%. This system would then say, I need the generator, so it would turn the generator on. I wouldn't have to do anything. It'd just turn it on for me. So adding extra panels will probably solve the problem, but it's not the cheapest option. The generator is definitely the cheapest option, I think. And you're rarely ever going to need it. If there's full sun, my system's fine to power everything that I need it to power. In fact, half the time it's not making any power, because what happens is, through this power meter up here, that I have a tab over because it annoys me when I'm sleeping, if that power meter says that it's making, let's just say here, that if this was a full sunny day, and let's say that it was making 3,500 watts here, but the thing is that the loads were still only 100 to 200 watts, and then the battery was fully charged. Well, what happens then is the inverter outside stops sending power. So the inverter might only be sending 100 watts across, because that's all that the system needs to power those loads. So yeah, on a sunny day, I'm already wasting power, really, when you think about it. So I've got to come up with the optimal system, and I think for safety's sake, the next thing I do is probably go to the generator, because it's rarely ever going to need it, and the system is running fine as it is. It's just there as an absolute backup, and all that's going to happen is it's going to come on, it's going to charge the battery, and then it's going to turn off and you're going to run off the battery again, you know. So it's not going to just stay there running all day. It'll just run enough to charge the battery and then turn off. So that will be the next case, and then we'll go from there. But at the moment, just not necessary. So maybe later when I have bigger loads, it may be necessary. And maybe I will, even maybe for overcast days, I will have to go to more panels. And we'll see. I've just got to make those decisions. All right, I'm Steyer Off Grid. That's just a bit of an update on this system, how it works, how it's been running, what it's been doing. Please like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. I'm Steyer Off Grid.